What's going on, guys? It's Benz here, along with...
You already know it's popping this Friday.
Wagwan Grinsz getting as usual.
And welcome to the second episode of Hip-Hop Unwrapped. Much anticipated show, of course. And in this episode, we're going to be looking at the song New Slaves by Kanye West. New Slaves, of course. And Ye just dropped. What do you guys think about that?
Yeah, it was nice so far. I've been booming. I've been bumping that still. I've been bumping that with 7 tracks.
7 tracks. Everybody on good music is in 7 tracks.
Yeah, I was really feeling, was it Violent Crimes, No Mistakes? Yeah, every track.
All the tracks.
I thought about killing you.
Yeah, every track.
But today we're not going to be talking about Ye. We're going to let the hype down a bit. You know, take time to digest it. And then, of course, we're going to look at it later on. But today we're looking at the song New Slaves by Kanye West off Yeezus, a 2013 album.
Alright, so we switched to inputs. We're about to take in New Slaves right now. So, bang, let's go.
My mama was raised in the era when clean water was only served to the fairer skin.
Alright, guys, we're back after listening to that song. And what I have to say about that track, I chose that track today because Ye dropped, of course.
Yeah.
The new album off Good Music Daytona. Dropped with 7 tracks. Ye dropped the 7 tracks. So I think this whole 7-track theme is about the whole month of this month of June, right? It's good music is dropping a project after project after project.
Yeah, I think so. I think maybe everybody should drop something.
It's supposed to be a surgical summer, man.
Yeah, you know, if Drake's saying 666, they're trying to do 777. Trying to blow them out the water still.
All right, guys. So the reason why I chose the song today is because, you know, like I was just trying to pick any song. I'm trying to pick a song that has like a message. And of course, Kanye West is my favorite, like, artist overall.
Okay.
Right. So Kanye is my favorite artist overall, and I think that he puts his message better in music form than he does when he goes on his rants on TMZ.
Yeah, speaking.
And speaking better than speaking. So I think that he can express himself better when he makes a song out of it than just going on TMZ and having a bunch of rambles. But yeah, he's my favorite artist, so I like this album a lot. Yeezus makes you feel like you're kind of like I am a god. You know, all those tracks makes you feel like all pumped up and ready to go. So yeah, what do you guys think of the song?
Yeah, I thought it was pretty good. I think it had it's like he was explaining the message that he said recently, you know?
Exactly.
Like this was kind of him saying exactly what he said recently, but better. Yeah. Right? I feel like he explained it better in this. Like we're right now in this day and age, we're just newer slaves. Like we all want the same thing again, right? It's like we're still picking cotton, or we're still like in that same mental. Like we're still in the stage of slavery, even though you might not think it. Like we're still there, right? And like he said, like that was the line that really stuck with me. That like all black people want the same things.
All you black souls want the same thing.
So obviously, if you all want the same things, the market knows how to get money from you, right?
Of course.
Right? Like if I know all of you guys want shoes, right? And you're gonna spend your whole life savings on shoes, what am I going to do?
Market shoes towards you.
Like if I know that you're going to get a certain music or a certain drink because of the way somebody advertises it, because they know like what type of music we listen to, that's exactly what they're gonna do. Or if they're trying to market something to you, they'll make it kind of ball related, because a lot of us so we all want the same things. It gets easier to market that.
Yeah.
Right? That's crazy still.
I feel you still. I like some of the wordplay. Like he did a quadruple entendre with the word Hampton. I can't remember exactly how the sentence goes, but I was feeling that. Yeah, he said it like 3 or 4 times.
Yeah.
I like the way it ended too, because it gave you a chance to think about the concept of the track.
Yeah.
The beat switch. I like the beat too.
I think this whole album was like more like it's very experimental. It was like if I was compared to any of his work before, like I know all of Ye's catalogs, right? If I was compared to any of his work before, it would be like a 808s and Heartbreak. Mm-hmm. So 808s was very like experimental with like the different instruments and all that stuff. It's more like an EDM experimental album, the whole album in general. But my thought of the song was that we call it when it's like this rich nigga racing that's like come in, please buy more. This broken nigga racing that's like don't touch anything in the store. That's a funny line because like when I was younger, of course like we weren't broke or anything, but like whenever we went to the store, I'm with my dad and mom like don't touch anything. Don't touch it.
Don't touch anything in the store, to be honest.
Anything.
Because as kids,
unless you're buying it, you're not touching it.
Yeah, because as kids, you see something and you're like, that's something I want. Yeah. So then you touch it. But after you touch it, you're trying to take it. So they like I know like parents know that because they've lived this life, right?
I remember there was a time, I can't remember if it was Bounce or if it was Bleach. I picked it up because my brother died, so to pick it up, and then I forgot, and then I walked up the store and I had it.
You see?
And I'm like, oh.
We got the Bleach now.
Yeah, it was cut, like, you know, like, it was just look at each other. It's like, I'm not going back into the store, to be honest. I was like young, but I just knew I wasn't going back. Sorry, I'm not going to state the name of the store. But it is what it is. That's why you don't touch anything, because sometimes you forget that it's like,
you're just holding it. Like
I was just holding it. I didn't want it. I was told to hold it. You know what I'm saying?
One of the reasons that my parents said don't say this was like, they know that like, what do you call it? Like, if you touch it and you break it, you have to buy it.
Yeah,
I guess wild after that one.
Policy, so. The whole just gets the whole like mess. But like I think that what Ye's been saying lately is that like slavery is a choice. What do you guys think about that?
I feel it. I was gonna say I really like the concept of the track. I like that when Kanye writes, a lot of his tracks have a meaning behind it.
Yeah.
I agree. I don't agree with all of his points. Everybody's not the same.
Right.
But I feel what he says about how we put ourselves through slavery, in the sense of like how we control our minds or the environment that we're in, etc. There's a lot of factors to slavery. It's not just a physical thing. It could be a mental thing. It could be a spiritual thing, emotional thing. You're keeping yourself trapped in your circumstances. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like in your struggle, keeping yourself trapped in your circumstances or your struggle. That's like slavery. But I think that's what he's trying to say. But like you were saying earlier, sometimes when he speaks, he like his point doesn't come across effectively, or people react before they can take the time to sit down and say, what are you really saying?
Exactly. That's with everybody though. People rather like react first.
I think it's because like the way like slavery has affected like our ancestors and our history so much that the moment you say the word, you better like say something that is
respectful of it.
Yeah, or like more to help us black people than to like kind of bring us down. Like it's like slavery has been here for so long, bringing us down, that if you're going to talk about it, say something about us being out of it. That's I feel like a lot of people's mental. So to hear somebody saying that like slavery is a choice, like it's like, oh wait, nah, I don't even want to hear anything from you now, right? Right? But like if he explained it, what he was trying to say, what I think he was trying to say is that the mental of slavery is like the choice.
Yeah, exactly.
Right? That's the choice.
New slaves.
The new slaves,
New slaves.
Yeah. Cause right now we're still being like we're the newer slaves. It's just changed.
What are some things that you guys think that like keep us like enslaved?
It's just like one thing I feel that keeps us enslaved is just the way we think about our worldview, I guess. You know what I'm saying? Like it's like how do I put it? Like the worldview that like, you know what? That's what my dad would say, like black people are like capitalists without capital. My dad said that's what he said, like black people are capitalists without capital. Like, and I look at it, I laugh. I'm like, you know what? Like, how is it, especially in our neighborhood of Jane and Finch, right? How is it that man's like we have black stores that sell like beauty products, but like the Koreans can come in and sell BSW, and everybody goes to BSW and forgets to like it's like we're being pimped almost. Think about it, and it's because of our mentality that, you know what, like, they're gonna say we have to get this latest weave, I have to get this latest hairdo, whatever, this latest hairstyle. And so, you know what, I have to get these Jordans, I have to get these true religion jeans, I have to look fly. You know, like, it's like, once they know that, and we have to listen to a certain type of music, like you said, once they know that this is what we like, and we know that our race is like more like, we're the trendsetters. You know what I'm saying? Like, we start trends, right? And like once they know what we like Kanye said, all you blacks want all the same thing, right? Like, once they know what we like, then it's easy to infiltrate, because we don't want to create something for ourselves.
Yeah, I think yeah, like I know that, like, we like to stay in our, like,
comfort zone.
In our comfort zone. And, like, a lot...
Experiment, try new things.
Yeah, like, you know, we need to try to travel, like, because if you're staying in one place, like, you stay in the same mental, like we were saying.
That's what I'm saying with environment?
Yeah, like, yeah. Like, just like how we were saying it in the last video, like, being in one environment, you can only learn one thing. Like, you can... Of course. Because that's the only thing that they'll show you, right? But for, like a business person, like, like how you're saying how the BSW came, right? And they're Koreans in that store, right?
Yeah.
But look at what's outside. If you take in what's outside the store, it's black women, right? Right? Promoted, right? On the store, saying, oh, you can come and get what you need here, right? So obviously, if you're promoting it like that,
I
right?
see. The
advertisement, you know what I'm saying? Like,
advertisement and propaganda is neat.
Yeah, it's neat, right? It's neat. It's because they know what you want, right?
And they cater to it.
Yeah, and they cater to it.
That's business. That's general world business. Like, know what your customers want and cater to it. But, like, it's like the things that, like, it's like, why would you think that he would call the song, like, instead of calling, like, let's say, new mentality, or why would you think he would say new slaves? Or what do you think of the title itself? Like, new slaves. Like, what is it? There's slaves, and then there's new slaves. So what is the new?
Because I think slavery back in the day was a physical thing, like
right,
forcing someone to do something against their will. Now it's like you're just doing it because you want to, but we finessed that. We tricked you into thinking into that mentality. Yeah. So artists, for example, a lot of artists, right? If you watch the music videos, a lot of them have a whole bunch of, like, Henny bottles. They'll be pushing the rental, or they'll have 2 or 3 whips. Sometimes the whip's not theirs, because a lot of mans will have bare whips in their videos, but I see them on the TTC when I'm taking the bus, and I holler at them. You know what I'm saying? You saying your best, fam? You're just telling me that I just heard in the track about a foreign. I understand, like, you know, you have to fake it till you make it. You get me? I'm not until I caught my Audi, right? But I have all this ice on me. Mans don't have no ice. Yeah. Mans have no drip, right? So everybody does that, though. Everybody, so we're just following each other. All of these videos look the same. So it's like we watch each other. So we don't say, all right, you know, I'm going to do something new. It's like, oh, because that person has it in the video. Because Jake, for example, or Tory Lanez has a new whip in every one of his videos. It's like, yo, I need a new whip on every one of my videos. But you're living by a next person's means, not your own. Your finances might not be up there to live that kind of life, right? So you're trapping yourself, man, buying all these chains, but your dukes, your parents, your mom and your dad, they're struggling to pay the bills. Why can't you use the money to try to get your parents out of the crib? Yeah. And then from there, after they're out the crib, you guys can all, as a team, focus on, you know what, how we can get your crib, because I'm pretty sure your parents will help you drop a deposit on your own house, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah. Right.
Or on your car, and then you help pay off the stuff you're supposed to build, you know what I'm trying to say? But you guys, we're not using our money to build it correctly. We're using our money for me to keep up to your lifestyle. Yeah. Like, I come in here, we have the camera up, you have the mic up, you have the I'm not trying to say everything that's in your house, but we're using this mic because you have this mic. I'm happy for you having this mic. I don't need this mic. I know that we probably do something where we need a mic or something, but because I see you with it, I'm not gonna be jealous. I'm gonna say I encourage you. Like, you know?
Yeah. Right.
Me and you're gonna do something together. Now I get to use this mic. You know what I'm trying to say? But we're doing it together. It's like, why am I gonna go run and try to get this exact same mic? I don't have the finances for that.
Yeah.
You know,
that's what I'm saying. Like, I know a lot of times, like, one of the biggest things that harm us as people in this world is support. Support me. Like, we can support each other. Like, instead of trying to work against each other, if we just all support each other, we can make it farther.
Of course.
Like, as one person, you can, like, help 10 people, but as two, you can help, like, 50. And as 3, you can help 3,000. Like, it keeps it exponentially, like, it goes up exponentially. Because, like, as humans, I don't think we're supposed to do anything by ourselves. Like, it's crazy how you have 7 billion people on this world and you're trying to do something alone. It doesn't make any sense.
It doesn't.
Right? Like when you can, like, it's not even that, like, we have so much people on this world and we're actually blocked off from each other. I can't talk to you. Get some advice, get some pointers from you. It's not even like that. I can actually ask you guys for help.
But
right?
Yeah, but like the things that, like, in our society is set up in a way where we're a democracy and we're capitalists, right? And so it sense that, like, from the whole Darwinian theory of, like, every man for themselves, of, like, survival of the fittest, we've adopted that idea into our society, and said that, you know, every man for themselves.
Crabs in a bucket.
Yeah. Like, every man for themselves. Like, it's like we're all in a bucket. See who can get out.
Yeah, just crawling on each other, keeping each other down.
Yeah, and that's the finesse.
Building a ladder, and a man gets to the top, and it's like, all right, let me just scoop you quick. And it's like, all right, bro. Yo, there's this video I seen, and there was this wall, like, it was like at least like 20 feet, and there was 3 guys. So one guy kind of like he did this, and the next man went on him, and the next man went on him. So the guy got to the top, right? And when he got to the top and he pulled up, he did this. And the second guy climbed up on the next guy's shoulder, the last guy, and he grabbed his hand, and he pulled him up but pulled him up halfway. So, like, his hand was on the top of the wall, but he was still kind of hanging, and the guy was holding on his leg, and he grabbed the next guy's hand, and he's pulling him up. And then when he got to, like, him, the next guy pulled him up, and he got his body up, the second guy, and then he pulled him up. And then all of them are at the top, and I was like, that's crazy. I bet you none of us would be able to do that.
Yeah,
like, because they just took the time to help each other, to be honest, and it was kind of quicker than
trying to get up there by yourself, right?
It was fast. They got there in like 15 seconds. They got up a 20-foot wall. Like, if they're running from the feds or something like that, they would have definitely got away.
That all comes. That's the thing. Like, working together is so much more efficient. It's supposed to be.
It's true. But, like, the things like, it's like I was at this firm downtown. They're like stockbrokers, the capitalists in the investment, like, no stockbrokers. And I saw in their values that, like, the best ideas win. He who has the best ideas will win. Dare to win, right? Like, so it's like it's engraved in our mental that, you know what, I'm born in this world with nothing. I get all these things by myself. I came into the world alone. I'm gonna die alone. Yeah, that's how we think. We don't think in the sense that we have a community around us when we're in the world, right?
Yeah. What makes you guys think that, like what makes you like why do people think that, like, as black people, like us as black people, we're the only slaves? Like, why do you think we have that mental, like, we're just alone, like, when there has been a lot of other slavery that's happened? Like, we love to say, oh yeah, we're just by ourselves, like, yeah, we were enslaved, and, like, nobody knows how we feel. Like, why do you think that always happens?
I personally don't think every black person. I try to think for myself. I take advice from other people and stuff like that, but I think everybody's been through something. I think adversity builds character, so I'm not going to be complaining about the circumstances and, like, the judgment and the opportunities. Life's not fair, to be honest.
Mm-hmm. It's not.
Never has been.
I'd rather have to work twice as harder to get what I want than to have it given to me, because I wouldn't learn. I need that to learn. I need that experience to build as a man and as a person. So I'm cool with my circumstances. I'm cool if somebody's being racist to me, in a sense. Like, if that's how you truly feel, then that's how you truly feel. Like, I can't do anything to change your mind. I can just do me, focus on me. As long as you're not interrupting my bag, I know that a lot of those times, like, you can be like, oh, because you're black and I get this job. All right, cool. This is not the job for me. This is just God saying no. There's going to be another door. You have to take a couple of losses to learn and then to win. So you put the 2 L's together and you get the W. So it is what it is. When it comes to other people, like other like races and what they've been through, I understand. I think all lives matter. People would be mad at me if I were to say I wasn't really into that Black Lives Matter thing. Not because I'm not woke or nothing, because it is what it is. You know what you know. There's people that know more about Black history than me, and that's cool. You can teach me. And if I know more than you, then I can teach you something. It's about passing on knowledge. It's not like when I die, I'm going to remember about all the Black Lives Matter. Like, it's not one of those.
I hear you.
But I think everybody goes through something, and it just helps define you and your race and stuff like that. So it's all about how you can handle that adversity. Because even if people are trying to say the white culture is the culture that dominantly does all of this, they go through some shit too. Like, they go through some stuff too, right? Like, a lot of times you'll see a white person that isn't racist. He actually respects the other culture. For example, say he likes hip hop and stuff, and you're like, why are you moving like that? Or he says the N-word or something, and you're looking at him like, why are you moving like that? But you're gonna blame him because of what somebody else did. You know what I'm trying to say? Like, everybody else is their own individual. You can't judge a book by cover. You have to understand that person and where their heart is. If your heart is into it the correct way, even people make mistakes too. Because there's a lot of times I'll be like, yo, my N-word, and then I'll hear something about like some fugaziness. Or my fault, some craziness, and I'll be like, yo, what's wrong with this N-word? Like, you know what I'm trying to say? Yeah. Like, I just changed the whole concept of the word.
Yeah.
Right? So, if I'm doing that, other people are going to do that, obviously, right? Yeah. So, I can't be mad when I hear someone else do that. I can check it, like, yo, calm down. But I also have to check myself and say, yo, calm down. Like, I don't see myself, I don't use the word every day. Like, actually, I probably do. Mm-hmm. But I try to, it's a state of mind thing. Yeah. It's a state of mind thing. It's a heart issue. It is what it is.
Yeah. So like you mentioned Black Lives Matter, right? And I think that like the whole idea behind Black Lives Matter, like the whole like police officers wear body cameras and to have like the whole message is good. Like what they want is good, where it's progressive. But like I think that the slogan itself, we had this conversation before. Yeah. The slogan Black Lives Matter, when you say Black Lives Matter, you open up the conversation for somebody to say all lives don't matter.
Yeah.
Like,
I hear you still.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, and like I was saying, like, I feel like what they were trying to say is they were just trying to show that, because what they feel is like people are saying, or people are making them feel like Black lives don't even matter. Like nobody cares about Black lives, so they wanted to even say, hey, Black lives just matter. Like they just matter. Like just understand that Black lives, they're worth something. I feel like that's what they were trying to say. Like, can you just understand that Black lives are actually worth something?
It's once we come together properly. Like people think like you can march or you can retweet something and that's it. Like, you know, I'm woke. I can talk about something like this and I'm woke. But my guy, what are you truly doing to help the community? Are you out here mentoring these young Black males that are out here doing all the foolishness that you're complaining about?
Yes.
Are you out here helping these people get through school because they don't see other Black people that they can look up to in school to want to be like, you know? Yeah. There's no role models, you get me? So it's like, yo, how are they going to be successful in school if there's nobody helping them in school? How are you mad at the person in the streets helping them when they're the only ones actually kind of helping them? You know what I'm trying to say? Yo, I see you're trying to eat, you're trying to make some money. This is how I know how to do it, so this is what they're going to teach you. I can't truly be mad at you for helping somebody. Like, you're trying to help somebody.
That's the only way they know how to
do it, right? So if you have a different way, why don't you go out there and teach people that way?
That's what I'm saying. That's being on Twitter, being a Twitter activist.
Right? Yeah, you're out here talking about Gaza, like, I mean, you're talking like Gaza's a Jamaican word, but you're talking all this foolishness. Like, come on, be realistic. Go out there into the field and put in some work, and then you'll see a difference. You'll change 1-2 lives. Like you'll actually change some lives. Like I'm not here speaking. I actually been working in the community for like 5-6 years. I don't have to go brag about it, and then all I want to do is help. So I'm gonna go out and do it.
Right.
You know what I'm trying to say? The children have my number. They can call me. They need something. I don't have that much money, but if you're struggling, like, you know, I understand your family issues. You never ate something. I can go take you out for lunch or whatever. You know, I can't do this every day, but I did it. You know what I'm trying to say? God knows where my heart lies.
Right.
So you're making a change somehow. Doing stuff like this, talking about this stuff, this is cool, but now you have to go out and do it. Like, go out and do it. Now there's a balance. Like, you know, you're talking about the issue, you have to address the issue, and then you have to go attack the issue.
Yeah.
Right? And then after that, it's just a change. So all this Black Lives. First, let's build each other, help each other in communities, help each other in businesses, help each other in schools, help each other with each other's passions, support one another properly. After that, when we support each other, when we support one another and we help each other properly, then we can say, yo, Black Lives Matter, because we make it matter.
Yeah, we made them matter.
We make it matter.
We're not saying it's for fickle words, you know?
You see what I'm saying? So, like, when the police we're in Toronto, Canada, so we experience, my lifestyle and the American lifestyle is actually different. But we go through a lot of stuff in our own way that you would never go through, because I live in a more multicultural country. So I experience other religions, so I experience a lot of racism too. Or I see how other races look at each other and da-da-da-da. So we see a lot of things ourselves that a lot of people don't see. But for the States, for the example would be if you're mad that the police is shooting mans, I'm mad about it too. Like, you know what I'm trying to say? But more times we off each other the most. We shoot each other the most. Like, you know, until that crime rate drops down.
They're not gonna
all people will ever do every time we complain about the 15 or the 20 times that the police killed a person in that year, they're just going to show the list, the stats of how many times, they killed their own people 200 more times than we did. So it doesn't really matter. You know, the moment our number drops drastically to like 10 or something like that, because, you know, not everybody's going to just change. Like, you know, like change is our heart
internal thing. Internal.
Say the numbers, we've only shot each other 10 times. They will have to, if they do it 11 times, then there's a problem. Now that you can say, yo, look at the facts. Yeah. You do this more than us to say, all right, the police are gonna be like, yo, so cut back, yo, just shoot the 5 mans, you know?
Yeah, they have to, but they just have to.
You know, like, I feel bad for the 5 souls, but like, there's a progress being made, because there's a lot of sacrifices throughout history that have happened that have made things better. Like Martin Luther had a down for this, he had a die for this, you know. Yeah. He had a dream that he never got to see, but today we live in a more integrated world. Yeah. Right? So when Jesus died, he didn't get to see a lot of things too, right? Yeah. A lot of people didn't get to see a lot of things, so I want to see a change in the community I live in Rexdale. I told myself I might never get to see that day, but I have to start the trend. Mm-hmm. So, I guess we're wrapping up. Shout out Kanye, New Slaves, for even bringing us to this position to have this conversation. You guys tell us what you think about the song New Slaves. Also tell us what you think about the new slave mentality. Is there even one? Just put it in the comments below. You can add me, King Grinsz, on Instagram, the Ghost to the 6 on Twitter. We'll put everything in the bottom. Link Anthony descriptions.
Of course.
Yeah, man. Like, honestly, like, just make sure that you comment what you feel, from what we were saying. If you think we're right, if you're wrong. But yeah,
please.
Of course.
Please don't judge what I said today. Hey. I'm a new man tomorrow.
New man every day.
Might be different. You might change my vision.
Like, you know, the comments actually help. Like, you know, we hear them and, like, you know, oh shoot, I never thought of it that way. But
I think there's always 3 perspectives to things. Yeah. It's always me, you, and the judge. So that's me, you, and the judge. So we have 3 different perspectives to things. So I think that, definitely, if you have your own perspective, leave it in the comments below. Yeah. And thanks for tuning in. Yeah. Of course, it's been a good show. I didn't speak that much to this show. I wanted to get more of your ideas out.
We all spoke a lot, to be honest.
I don't think I spoke as much as I would. I usually do, but like
that's progress.
That's progress. So I let you guys speak, and now I got more perspective. So I just sometimes have to be quiet and listen, then put your mouth blab all the time. So that was good. That's good exercise. So thanks for tuning in. Of course, my name is Ben, the Wolf of Jane Street on all social medias, and
I already know what's popping. It's priority.
Well, go on, Grinsz grinding as usual. Don't know. Check out our last video, Kendrick Lamar Sing About Me / Diana Thirst. Yeah. And then next week we'll drop a new video. We don't know what we're doing yet, but we'll do it. So
yeah,
check it out.
Of course. And we out.